say, ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. We finally had technical difficulties. After all of these shows, after all of these trouble-free shows,
Right?
Yeah,
We're almost up to 30 now, aren't we?
I I've downloaded an update today.
How dare you? See, this is why my
Yeah.
OS is 5 years old, Max.
Faint sound coming on. He said.
faint sound. So maybe the volume's all the way down? No. Okay, no, they're back. They're back. You just destroyed everyone's eardrums.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera back on.
Test.
Can you hear us?
Wait, can
Feedback?
Okay,
Guys, can you hear
we
us?
are back live again. How many minutes did that take?
That
took
took
this moment
4 minutes?
a lot minutes. Oh,
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see
technical
it.
difficulties.
so apparently, OBS didn't detect the soundboard.
This is live, and so be careful of not saying anything that you want to take back. No swearing right now, Max. I still want to use my one swear for the
Oh.
show a little bit later.
Audio is very
The
low.
audio is kind of faint. Okay, we can work with that, guys. This is stuff we can do together.
RIP headphone users in 3,
Yeah.
2.
Do you want me to do it again?
No, don't.
How does that sound, Max?
I don't know.
You
Let's-
guys. Max is the only one who has headphones in his ears, so we don't know how it sounds.
But I
ourselves.
I only hear the input. Okay.
Start
How
shouting.
about now?
Ladies and
What up?
gentlemen, is there any difference?
Is this better? Like yeah, that sounds like it's picking. It's not.
It sounds like
Okay,
it's
too
very
loud.
far away. Too loud. Oh.
Okay, well, let's just continue on with the show, and then Max can continue doing things. If you have feedback in the comments section, write that. Max will read it and play around with the sound until then.
Yeah.
But in today's show,
I will-
which
I
is
will
basically starting now, you'll say?
If we talk loud, if you're going to change the volume, I would say do it gradually so it doesn't blow
Yeah.
people's eardrums out.
Very considerate of our 12 viewers.
Yeah. We will adjust volume slowly, hopefully. Until then, we talk loud.
Okay, so in today's show, which comes to you live from Pacific Coast Auto, car export extraordinaire
In Japan.
in Japan, and we're in a studio right now, definitely not in the back room of the office. Actually, our office is one room, so we don't even have a back room, do we?
I'm about 5 meters away from my desk.
On today's show, we are going to trash talk Mike's taste in cars.
How rude.
We are also going to talk about how Derek, which is me, now talking in third person, almost died this weekend.
Oh, true. You did.
Yep. We're going to taste Japanese treats, which taste so much better when you are not dead. And my wife's not going to get them.
Yeah.
But if you are watching right now, continue watching until a little bit later because there's context. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Gonna-
yeah, this is the show that she's watching. She's like, what? What the heck? They've been wanting me to watch this show. I'm not watching it. Anyway, sorry, this is the intro.
I got to talk about the first gen Honda Civic and how it has 3 trunks, which is 3 times as many as most cars have. And then a masterclass on Japanese license plates and the question and answers about car exporting, which is what we do. We are
That's
car
what we do.
exporters. So first thing, and we're going to go without reverb because it looks like Max is busy here, but the first topic is our industry talk, which is the category that you guys picked or the question that you guys picked. And
When you say picked, what do you mean?
actually, you know what? We got to talk very quickly about shipping packages to the USA first.
Okay.
Max, you got a chance to put that on the screen for us.
Yes. So we have
Pretty
it here.
good volume now. Can we
Pretty good
stop
volume.
yelling?
Is that good?
Okay, so very quick here. Shipping to the USA, shipping cars to the USA is mostly fine. Every once in a while, there's a slight little hiccup, but vessel was missed. There were too
Tacoma.
many new cars going to
Yeah.
Tacoma and LA, and so a vessel was missed. That's all normal stuff. What's not normal stuff is how you can't ship packages to the USA. These are the 4 different ways that you can ship by Japan Post, and there is I'm sorry, this shipping method is temporarily unavailable for all 4 of them except for packages under $100.
Personal gifts as well, specifically.
Right. So you can send only gifts to the USA that are under $100.
Items.
And when it lands in the States, you still have to pay a minimum amount of taxes on that, which is brutal. We are shipping by DHL. This isn't going to cause any troubles with shipping the documents to you, but you no longer get the secret snacks. We have talked about this before. Got to talk about it again. Not everybody watches every show, but sorry, no secret snacks for your U.S. customers until this blows over. Vote in a better government and you'll get snacks. Okay, on to the next topic.
Nate, there, candy equals gift. So what you're seeing there is Japan Post. That's not how we send the documents. We send the documents via DHL, and then there are extra issues with DHL, and people are having to pay entry fees and stuff, which unfortunately is unavoidable.
Right.
Like, we have to send documents.
If it's just documents that's in the package, then there's no goods in there, so there is no extra customs to go through. If it's including the snacks, so now this is a good, and so there's a minimum entry fee for doing customs, which is like, it's pretty expensive, right?
I think
Like
it
a few
ranges
people
from
got
like $15 to $30 or something US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, surprise, you didn't know about this, but we're going to spend 15 to 30 of your bucks on candies, which are good, but probably not worth 15 or 30 bucks. So I suspect it's going to blow over quickly, or at least I hope that it will.
I've seen a lot of online retailers in Japan who have said we will not ship to the USA right now. All orders are being canceled.
Yeah, Bai isn't allowing as far as I know. So buying your stuff off of Yahoo Auctions, and I've seen people in subreddit groups for like anime figures and stuff like that, which are not the subreddit groups that I frequent.
Sure.
But I have seen them for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't get your goods from Japan because apparently people don't know how things work and don't know that you can't just change something and not have a ton of companies just go bust. Like if you were like in our position, we export cars, right? But if you were an exporter of Japanese figures, you'd be out of business. Yeah. Basically all like overnight. Chances are half or more of your sales would be to the US and you would just go broke.
Yep.
It sucks, doesn't it? Okay, on to the topic that you guys absolutely wanted, and we know this because we put a poll up, and the poll was for, here's our 3 topics here. Third place, if money wasn't a concern, what car would you modify and how? That's a question for us, me, you, and Max.
And that's been on there for a while. Nobody likes it, so we got to scrap it.
Okay. Everyone's single favorite thing about living in Japan. Now, that's also been on there for a while, and I think nobody wanted it, so it's time to scrap it. And the last one, which is also has been on there for a while, and nobody wanted to vote for it, and so we're going to have to scrap it. But we put all of those into the same category. Like, we didn't put any good questions in there. So now we forced you guys to get rid of at least one of these, because it feels... There's a Japanese word motai nai, which means like it feels like it's a waste to do it by throwing all of these away. Like if I throw food in the garbage, it feels motai nai. And so in this case, I wanted to at least use one of them.
Nate Bell was asking, are the polls on YouTube? Yes, they are. You should see them in the community tab of the channel or within your subscription box.
Right. If you're a regular viewer of our channel, then it's going to come up just naturally in your home screen. Or if you want to make sure that you hit it, you can go into the subscription feed regularly. I don't know how many people do that, or you can just go to our page and go to the community tab and you can find it. If you want to vote, higher chance of getting notified of it is if you watch more of our videos. So make sure that you put them on when you go to bed on repeat. It'll help our algorithm as well.
Can you write a comment on the poll? You can, right? Because
we got some amazing comments this time.
So if
I
you
will
don't
show them.
If you don't like the options that we are giving you, you can create your own your own pseudo poll in the comments, and you can rally other viewers into getting them to upvote your comment.
You know what?
That may supersede.
This almost seems like a setup, right? Like we picked the bad ones on purpose in order for you to give the recommendation that they can pick their own questions.
I just thought about that now.
Well,
but you are the viewer. You have the power.
So let's have a quick look now at what people said about our topic suggestions. First comment here says, none of the above, boring topics to be honest. All right.
Fair enough. Have your say.
That was by design.
Was it actually? Did you? Oh, okay. For a second there,
we did pick the ones that never were
Voted,
bid
yeah.
on, just
Yeah.
because to get them off of our screen, because I was tired of seeing them there. So what you're going, honestly, this is interesting. I think it is.
We think it is. They don't. Maybe.
Yeah,
We have
but
to
our
convince
show.
them then. We have to. We will convince you throughout the
Next
show.
comment. I can't imagine how a discussion about license plates could be entertaining in
Yeah.
any way,
Yeah,
but
you just
apparently it's the popular option. And then a sub comment from Zaid, who's probably in the chat right now. Let's just scan.
I haven't seen him yet.
He's
All right,
lurking.
maybe he's
He's lurking.
hiding. He says, you should know by now that everybody collectively chooses the option that Derek doesn't prefer. Unwritten rule. And in reply, he says, that I was completely unaware of the process. Crying, laughing emoji.
I
Yes.
think that was a very fun conversation.
And now I've given you the
I
power
thought it was really funny.
in the comment section. Just rally against Derek's favorite option and boycott the poll into having your comment upvoted as the new topic for the next show.
And if you do that, then we'll make sure that Mike presents the next comment. Not as punishment, just as polishing up your skills of presenting.
Perfect.
This
So-
this topic is a masterclass in Japanese license plates, and there's a bunch of interesting stuff. Don't turn off of the show right now, even if you think it's boring. You're going to want to hear this.
We will prove to you that license plates in Japan are interesting. And we
Oh,
even
no, now I
have,
feel the pressure.
we have displays. Hey, the glow plates underneath. That's right. We have glow plates on the show.
Yeah.
It's like fun with flags, but fun with license plates.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
what Max
stay
says, but I
tuned.
don't know Fun with Flags. Apparently it's from
Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory, which
Yeah.
I watched one episode of and really didn't like. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the wrong here. Everyone adores that show, and I can't stand it.
It's pretty good.
I also
but you
can't
don't
stand
like those
most TV
shows.
shows.
Yeah, you don't
Just-
like shows in that format, right?
No, I'm more of a YouTube kind of person, honestly. I would watch a show like the cool
Anyway,
JDM show.
It's I was like, I gotta keep you on topic, but you were actually doing a plug. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Hey, plugs are important.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a screenshot here of some Japanese plates, and that'll be pulled onto the screen in just a second here.
Yes. Still working little by little on the audio, but here you have Japanese license plates.
And there are a few different things you can see here, but for the most part, this is what the Japanese plates look like, and I think that you've seen kind of the design of them. They usually have 4 numbers in the middle, they've got a little Japanese character to the left, and then they've got more complicated Japanese in the top, and then some sort of a number next to those ones as well. And we'll be going through all of the meanings of those in just a second. To begin with, though, the normal plates are white with green lettering. It kind of looks like it's black, but it's actually a very dark green. And then the K cars, which is a smaller car under 660cc, and they also have size dimensions, but I don't know exactly what they are. So the small class cars that are cheaper to run also get yellow license plates. And not also, they get the yellow license plates instead of the white ones. And I found out only today why that is.
Why?
I can't tell you. I have to tell you later. So you'll have
I'll
to
have
watch
to
the
stay
show a little
tuned.
bit longer to make sure that you get that. Now, the colors are inverted, and I don't have a picture of them here, but the colors are inverted for any commercial vehicles. So we're talking cargo trucks, taxis, airport shuttles.
Yeah.
These sorts of things have the colors inverted. So you'll have a dark green plate with white lettering for the regular ones, and then the K ones will be a black plate with yellow lettering.
which I think looks so cool.
Yeah, I
that-
think so
The
too.
black plate.
And then there's also a larger plate for larger vehicles. I don't know. The regular plate is like, that's the real size of the regular plate. It's about the same size as most plates around the world. Similar to North American plates, the screw holes
That's
are in different locations.
Slightly different, yeah.
The big plates are about 30% bigger than this, or 40%
Yeah.
bigger.
And they go on like semi trucks, right?
Yeah.
Or full size.
Okay, now the different locations, and I'll hold this one up again. You want to hold that for me?
Sure do.
Okay, so what you have here is the city or ward name on the top. Point to it with the fingers. So in Japanese kanji, that's the city or the ward name. So you can tell which city that the person is registered in or which ward that they're in. But in order to have your own city or ward on there, you need to have, and this is something I learned as well, over 100,000 people who've registered their car in that area for them to have the name on there.
And then you can get your own.
That's why a city like Yokohama gets it,
Mm-hmm.
but like a prefecture like Chiba gets it, where like Fujisawa, or what is it? I don't know. The popular city in Chiba, Fujisawa, doesn't have one. They get the Chiba plates. There you go. The number next to it is the series of the plate, and we'll talk about what the different series works. So different cars get a different number here. These guys here are for the most part random. And then these ones here are also a random 4-digit number, which you can pick if you want, like what I did and what you did. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the series of the plates. In my opinion, this is the most interesting part because you can tell what cars are registered as. You can tell what class of vehicle it is. This one here, you can see it says 100. We can kind of see the plate, right?
Damn, I was hoping I could make it visible. I'll just hold it up.
So a 100 series plate is a commercial vehicle. You have to get your Shaken inspection every year. So that's usually it's every 2 years. But for the 100 series commercial vehicle, it has to be every 1 year to get that. This usually means like what's going to be registered as a 1 series? Like a bus is?
Yeah. A Kemp is 100?
No. And like
taxis? No, they're
No.
500s.
Which
No,
are just saying, yeah,
they're-
Mike, hold the plate up for the next hour and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
you can hold it back, right? You'll still be able to see it.
Okay,
we can
I'm
tape it to
sorry,
your
I'm not
shirt.
holding the plate very well. I got, man, like a 2 chains necklace kind of thing.
Oh,
Now selling
you know what?
Pacific Coast.
You shouldn't have mentioned anything because we need to start ramping up the. We got a bunch of plates, right? We could sell these as
I don't have that many anymore. We just
necklaces.
sold a whole lot.
Yeah, like diggers I've seen as 100 series plates, the ones that dig the dirt.
Oh,
That
okay.
also go into the road. And also, importantly, cheating on your Land Cruisers and your Jimneys.
Right,
So you'll
that's what
find
I was
Land
thinking.
Cruisers and Jimneys registered as 100 series to get you a super cheap road tax because it's like a quarter of the price. But then you have to do the registration every year, which means you have to get it inspected and get things fixed. And then you're like, oh, look, I've got construction machinery, but it's actually a Land Cruiser or a Jimny.
Yeah. And they have
Mhm.
tiny little kits in the cars too.
Or a G-Wagon.
200 series is a medium-sized bus. 300 series, you'll see a ton of. Between 300 and 500 series, those are the two most popular ones. So 300 series is a regular car with an engine over 2,000 cc. This is your Supra, most of your Skylines. This is your Celsiors.
General cars.
Or if it's wider than 170 centimeters.
Right. So they also have size restrictions, which the width is 170 and the length is 470 centimeters. So if you put a wide body kit on one of your cars, it might bump it into that class and you'll have to pay higher taxes.
Or the Altezza, which is under 2 liter, but just 2 centimeters over the 170.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why I pay higher taxes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting that Toyota decided to do that. Because they probably even sell more if it were a 300 series plate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 500 series plate is a small passenger car under 2,000 cc. So it's basically the same thing, but you have a smaller than 2-liter engine, and the proportions need to be smaller than an Altezza, basically.
There you go.
400 series is a commercial truck or van that is also under 4.7 meters and 1.7 meters wide and 2 meters tall, which I didn't know there was a height restriction on. And then they can be, it needs to be under 2,000 cc gasoline, but strangely, there's no limit for LPG or diesel to be a 400 series. 600 series is a 3-wheeled truck. We don't use that anymore. It's a 3-wheeled truck with under 360 cc. So I'm thinking
Wait,
Daihatsu
they do
Midget.
under 360.
Yep.
What
there
about
aren't
those
any 3-wheeled trucks anymore.
yeah,
They don't sell them.
Those delivery. Oh, a truck. I was gonna say those delivery bikes.
I think though it's
Yeah, the
either
bikes
three-
are bike registered.
I think it's either 3-wheeled or under
Sorry?
360 cc. Because the one truck that we found had 4 wheels.
Yeah, but that truck also wasn't from that era either. It was a 550 cc,
Okay.
not a 360. So it was wearing someone else's plate. All right. Max is saying no to that. Anyways, this information I found online said it's only for the 3-wheeled vehicles, and it used to be pretty common to have 3-wheeled K cars back when the K car registration was 360cc, and they would get a 600 series plate, and we don't use those anymore, so you'll never see them.
Gregor is asking, what about 3-wheeled motorcycles?
Motorcycle plates, and I didn't look up motorcycle plates because motorcycles are lame.
Jail.
Death
You
trap
go to
on
jail.
Wheels.
You go to jail.
And all the motorcycle users just weaving between the traffic, not caring about someone who might be changing
And
lanes.
don't cause any extra traffic jam. Motorcycles disappear in traffic.
I think you are an exceptionally good motorcycle rider. Pardon me. I think that unfortunately, you're also a very good foreigner in Japan.
All right, this show's turned into Derek compliments Mike, and I kind of like it. Let's continue.
But you know what it's like when you see the foreigners in Japan that are doing their best to try to make Japan their own thing, right? I'm going to be loud and obnoxious and throw my garbage on the ground and stuff like that. And then they give a bad reputation for people who are nice like you. So motorcyclists are the same way. Most of the ones that I see are driving in a dickhead way. And you're not.
I have to say, I see better motorcyclists here for the large part than I do overseas. But
Remind me not to go to New Zealand.
Yeah.
I just found out yesterday that New Zealand had the first ever, this is motorcycle related, had the first ever Hells Angels chapter outside of the USA.
In New Zealand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was in Canada or somewhere close to, or Mexico or something. They started in California and they were like, and let's pick New Zealand too.
Yeah.
I
Also-
just love that the chat is just
Nate's
on it
comment-
with a motorcycle question.
Nate's comment is fantastic. He said, hey, do you guys
Okay,
export motorcycles? Just one.
I
Well
think
played.
Nate has watched our show previously.
Well,
Okay, keep going. 700 series plate is a 3-wheeled passenger vehicle over 360cc,
you don't see these.
but those don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So then, back in the 90s, they ran out of numbers to use for license plates, so they just temporarily gave the 700 series to some of the cars until they started a new system, which I think is really cool. We got one the other day. It was on the YouTube channel, and I was like, this is really cool, but I can't really explain how cool it is because it's a little difficult. 700 series plate don't exist, but then they were like, we need some more spots, and we can't pass the new regulations in time because we need these urgently. So they just started giving people 700 series plates in like Tokyo and some other places.
Wow.
Yeah.
800 series plate is a specialty vehicle. You need to get the shotgun every year again for these. Engines larger than 660cc. We're talking police cars, firefighters, ambulances, campers, and again, the cheater campers.
Yeah.
I'd like to show somebody a cheater camper. I should have pulled that up. Do you know what I'm
Right.
talking about?
But we do have lots of cars on YouTube on the walk around that have the cheater camper kits.
campers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people pretend that their cars are campers by putting camping equipment in them.
It's literally a plastic box with like a stove and a water jug and
It needs to have a sink, a bed, cabinets, stove,
Yeah.
a couple of things. But these sinks, like, not even joking, the sink is like that big and like that deep because it is a sink. And now you can get your cheap registration in Japan for your Land Cruisers because Land Cruisers are expensive, right? You're taxed on engine size and weight of the vehicle, which engine sizes are huge, and the weight of the vehicle is really big too.
And I will say this does come up in translations from time to time where we'll get customers asking, why did the seller write, this is an 800 series registered car? What does that mean for export? It means nothing. It just means that the previous owner cheated on their taxes a little bit.
Yeah, kind of a gray area, honestly,
Yeah.
because they do allow for it, right?
Yeah, right. I shouldn't say cheated, but
It's a little bit facetious, isn't it?
it's a clever use of mechanics.
Sounds like Mike needs to put a sink in a Corvette.
Yeah, the
I think so.
400 series, 100 series, and they closed the loophole for the campers. Now you need to have a minimum distance between the floor and the ceiling, and it needs to be like 140 centimeters or something like that. So no longer can you have a camper Corvette.
Dum dum dum.
Well, it needed to have a
Dang.
bed in it previously, so the Corvette wouldn't have
Yeah.
worked. But station wagons were commonly done that way too. Okay, and 900 series is a tractor or a forklift, and 000 series are large mobile cranes and shit.
There it is.
I didn't think
The
you were
one
gonna,
card.
Why were you gonna do that?
I
That was
wrote
a
it down. I
waste.
thought it was funny when
I
I was
did
writing it down,
yeah.
and then I just read it.
It says cranes and shit.
Yeah.
And weirdly, the cranes in Japan drive on the road.
Is
Like-
that weird?
Well, I think so. I've never driven next to a crane before, and I used to do the Mario Kart tours. I was a tour guide for them for a
Yeah.
very brief time. Pulling up to one of those in a Mario Kart,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're like your head goes halfway up the wheel,
Yeah,
it looks
the-
like you get
the
crushed.
The tires are like 160 centimeters tall, 170 centimeters tall.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Did not enjoy that experience.
I'm so surprised that those Mario Kart tours have not murdered several people.
Yeah.
Like when they
They
used to
should
let you
stop.
go wherever you wanted,
Yeah.
they're right outside of an industrial area that's all truck traffic, and they can't really see you because you're
No,
teeny.
yeah. I wouldn't blame a truck driver for hitting a Mario, like squishing them.
Yeah, they'd go underneath it. The truck driver would be like, "Oh, no cars there. Let's change lanes."
Isn't
So
there
you
a
can
Mario
reenact the Fast and Furious 1 scene with going
Yeah.
underneath.
Isn't there a Mario Kart ability where it like squishes your character flat?
Yeah.
That's the cranes in
Yeah,
Japan.
except in real life, it's a lot more grotesque.
Yeah, and you don't just pop
Right.
up and continue driving.
Oh man, you probably continue driving, honestly.
No, I mean the cart.
I mean, you won't technically be there
No,
anymore,
yeah.
but your cart with your carcass will be driving.
I see.
One thing I want to add with the numbers on top, you always said something 100 series.
Yeah.
The two numbers behind the first number, usually random.
I think I read something about them being in sequence though.
Like counting up from how many of them were
Yeah,
done. Oh.
yeah, I think so.
And then recently they have the alphabet for the last
'Cause they
number
ran
as
out
well,
again.
because They ran out again. Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
you could choose those numbers
Yeah. Same.
because I almost had 369. I'm like 367. Close.
Close.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the history of the Japanese license plates. The first license plates started, actually, when cars first came here, there were no license plates, as in most countries, because they didn't realize they needed them. Then a whole bunch of people got run over by cars. This one here is a picture of the very first license plate that started in 1907, and it was just a 4-digit numeric number, and it wasn't regulated across Japan fully. It was just in Tokyo, where the majority of the cars were at that time, because you needed to be rich until about the 1960s is when the crossover came, when people started to own their own vehicles here in Japan. 1913, some of the areas of Japan started putting in, there's no picture for this one,
There's no
but
picture for this.
they started to put in a location. So you used to get like a T and then a 4-digit number like that, which would be like Tokyo 2299, for example. That was only several years later. And then from 1919, it was rolled out that the beginning kanji of the prefecture would be applied to the plate countrywide. And so now it was a requirement that
That
your
is the
plates would get
right
the
thing.
country.
Or
And then you can show the next one.
Is that so? What is that? Is that 1919? That looks too new.
Okay, so this one is a little complicated, but these plates here are of the same series as that, and you can see that some of them have the full name of the area, and some of them don't. Like the pink plate there, it says Kobe, and then it says Chu there, and so the Chu is for an extended name, but they shortened it, and no longer do they do that. All of the plates have the entire name instead of just the first character. And so at this time, that was the way that it was. These plates are obviously newer than 1919, but they stayed basically like this for quite some time.
Till into the 50s, it seems.
Right, except for Tokyo. And for whatever reason, Tokyo was like, we're Tokyo. Don't tell us what to do. And then they didn't have to put anything on top. So they continued with the weird four-letter plates or the T for numbers. Everywhere else in Japan got the name of the prefecture. So I guess
These
if
look
you,
cooler. I'd prefer one of these.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if you saw a plate that didn't have the location, you would know it's Tokyo.
Right.
Okay, so from 1955, all plates changed to the current style of the plate for regular passenger cars, not including K cars. K cars still had their own little teeny tiny little plates, just like motorcycles. Regular cars that were not K cars, i.e. over 360cc at that time. Man, could you imagine 360cc?
Yeah.
So teeny. That's like a motorcycle engine, basically.
Yeah. A small motorcycle
Small
engine.
motorcycle engine. And then in
It's blue, by the way. Not
it
green.
wasn't until 1975 that the K cars adopted the same type of plate, and we have one here.
And this
Spoiler
was,
alert. That
this
one's
was
a
the-
gold plate.
I have on screen now the plate that K cars had before.
And they were smaller,
Yes,
so you can't really see the size of it, but they were smaller.
in the sticker.
Oh, so cool.
Slightly bigger than a motorcycle plate, maybe? Maybe same size? I don't know.
That's back when the bed sides continued down to the bottom of the car. The old
Yeah.
K cars were like that.
If you guys are wondering, this passed inspection like this. It said in the article that this is.
All
Yeah,
that
so if
rust.
you're thinking that the shotgun is very strict, it is in some ways, but rust on the car is usually completely fine. And then the K cars adopted the same type of plate in 1975, and I would like to ask you guys if you know why the K car got a yellow plate.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
People were trying to cheat. It was in response to human behavior. That's my guess.
So I'll give you a hint. At that time, the highways were getting a little bit clogged, and they wanted to incentivize people to drive K cars because of their smaller footprint, meaning less traffic jams potentially.
Reduce cost and tolls for
Correct.
K-cars.
Yes, they changed
Ah.
regulations and gave K cars a discount on all tolls, but they needed a way for the people who walked to the toll booths to know which cars were the K cars for the lower rate. And so the whole reason for the yellow plates has to do with the toll roads here,
Okay.
giving
Ah.
discounts.
So not because of the general tax discount there you would get, but just for the.
You would already get the tax discount on the K cars.
Right.
That has been since the beginning of the K cars.
But this was more like a quick visual aid for people to be like, you get the low rate. Because I guess this is before ETC, so everyone's paying cash.
Yeah, 1975 would have had no ETC.
Yeah. God, that's the
Imagine-
traffic jam right there.
But cars back then used to have coin holders for your coins,
Yeah.
just for that reason, right?
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah.
There, Mr. Tollman.
Okay, so got to talk a little bit about the security bolts. Maybe some of you guys know about this, some of you guys don't, but all of the rear plates only get a security bolt on one of the bolts that holds the license plate in place. These are to prevent people from stealing and applying plates onto cars that they don't belong to, because the seal is tamper-proof. You can't remove it from there without destroying the seal.
And it's only for normal cars. K cars don't.
K
get-
cars don't get them. That's right.
Yeah. So you can drift K cars with fake plates.
This started in 1974. I guess it's kind of a good thing, but I don't really see too many Japanese people taking advantage of that. Honestly speaking, if you were to take the plate off and put it back onto another car without using the security thing, you're probably not going to be noticed.
I've seen it at a famous mountain road at 1 a.m. where people rolled up with special brackets manufactured to take their plate off with keeping the seal intact, and then putting maybe stolen plates on to do their thing.
Wow.
Or just different plates, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was not in Yokohama, and all of a sudden they came up with a Yokohama plate.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was, I noticed how illegal all of this, what they were doing, were.
Now, these security
saw it.
things are a little bit of a pain in the butt because sometimes they prevent us from taking the plates off of the cars. The security things, you can poke through them with a screwdriver. So basically what you do is you hold the screwdriver against the center of them and you slam your hand on it, and it'll poke through the fairly
Very
thin
thin, yeah.
aluminum. It used to be made out of iron? Like,
Oh,
no, not iron. Pardon me, lead.
aluminium. Oh,
It used to be
Oh.
made out of lead. And
'Cause it's
even when you
soft.
buy an old car and you notice the old ones, they do feel weird when you go to
Yeah.
pop them. They're like compliant in a way that aluminum isn't.
right.
Yeah, so you pop it in and then you can unscrew the screw. But if the car has had the same plate on there for a while, those bolts might be seized. And
Yeah.
therefore a screwdriver is just going to strip if you tried to strip the head of the bolt. And then it does have a hex head on under it, but you can't get at that hex head in any way.
No.
So instead you have to manhandle it off or cut the plate, which does happen from time to time. Okay, how to tell the age of the plate. This comes down to the number at the top. You'll see this one here. So this one has 3. So 1, 2, 3, 3 numbers on there. If it has 3 numbers on it, it means that the plate is newer than 1999. If it has 2 numbers, I got the dates on here. I want to make sure I'm giving the right dates. If you have 2 numbers on there,
Like that.
then that means it's from 1967 to 1999. And if it has only 1 number on it, which is ultra rare, it's from 1962 to 1971. And then there's going to be some overlap in those two because some prefectures would wait until they ran out of numbers before they applied the new number. So every once in a while, you'll hear me get excited because there's a car that's a single plate digit on there. That means the same owner has owned that car since 1971.
Yeah.
Or the car has been registered since then.
In the same area, right. And here's the thing about registering, too. Since it has your location on it there, if you sell the car and the person is in the same location, then they can keep the plate. But with the way the auctions are, the car is sold, goes to the auction, somebody else buys it, it moves to a new prefecture, and most likely it'll get a new plate. So, yeah, you could have second, third, fourth owner on the same plate, but it's pretty unlikely. Usually I would think that the car is within the same family.
Yeah. Or, you know what? I didn't realize this, but I've heard sometimes dealers, we just had this recently for a customer. They were looking to buy a car, and the dealer said, I'm sorry, we will only sell this car to people within our prefecture.
Really?
Generally, I think it's because they want the repeat business. They want to sell that car, and then they want the new owner to come back for servicing or maintenance, whatever. But I wonder if there's any kind of like weird... I suspect not. But...
What kind of car was it?
It's R33 GTR V-Spec.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a rare enough car for that
Like,
to be an
it would
issue.
have to be like a Hakoska or something where they were like, this was originally sold to me. I
Yeah.
would want to, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, some fun facts about plates. If you didn't think that the plates could have fun facts, they definitely can.
Give us
We want to make it fun because that one comment said it can't be fun.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
We just got
here.
to, like, I don't know if you've seen this. I used to be a preschool teacher. A lot of the people who come in as preschool teachers have this fake enthusiasm in their voice to try to, like, con the kids into getting excited
Yeah.
or
I thought that
listening
was
to
just
them or
the
something.
Kid voice. Where you're just like, do you want to tie your shoes?
Right. I despise that. And so we could do the rest of this in that voice if you don't think that we're being entertaining enough.
Want to hear Derek's preschool voice?
I never
Vote
had
in
one.
the comments.
No, I made it a thing. I did not do the stupid voice. Okay, so the numbers on here, you'll see on this plate the 6037. Japanese is a little bit fun because each number has 2 different ways that you can read it. As with each kanji has multiple ways of reading it. And so between the Japanese 2 different ways of reading it and then English way of reading it, you can actually make this say something.
Right.
So I got a couple of examples of that. If it's 2525, then that's pronounced ni, as in 2. And then ko, as in go, but you take the 10 off. And then nico. So it means smile.
Wow. Nico,
So your plate would literally say smile on it. Pretty cool.
could be read that way, right?
1122 would be a good couple, is what that means.
Is that a reading thing, or is that like the ones next to the twos?
No, it's ii fufu. So fufu is like a husband and a wife.
Okay.
And E, like 1 would be EE, which 2 E's in a row is E means good. So good married couple.
Okay.
555 would be go, go, go,
Go, go, go.
which is like go, go, go. Or it could be a reference to Speed Racer, which in Japanese is called go, go, go. Or maha go, go, go.
Is that why that Subaru 555 livery is a thing?
No, it's not.
Okay.
555 is a cigarette company.
But they were like, go, 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 isn't like, go, 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 smoke all your cigarettes. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
My personal favorite. The next one.
With these plates, the custom ones, like you can ask for whatever numbers that you want. With the custom ones, you can get blanks for any of the numbers. So like Mike, you got blank, blank, 69, right?
Yeah.
And
What does
so
that mean?
Nice.
I got that's in the category of be careful, you might get these plates. If you're not careful, imagine getting 69 without asking for it.
Yeah.
And here's your plate, 69. Actually, 666 is a common license plate here. A lot of like drifters, I find,
Yeah.
really like that plate.
Yeah,
I don't know if they understand the connotation of it.
I don't either.
But the other one is 4444, which is the
She. Like die.
it's the mafia license plate.
Oh, wow.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You know, I've seen other people with a 69 license plate. I've seen at least one. And
Yeah,
then I've seen some people
I
who
see
have
them all the
69,
time. I try to get pictures of them for you to be
Yeah.
like, Mike, you're not the only idiot in this world.
Yeah, my
You're-
brothers.
You're in good company. Okay, so blank 910 could be read as cute. That's your favorite one, right?
Yeah, I think I might get that next.
And then blank 104 could be read as angel.
Wait. You got to explain why is 910 cute?
Oh.
Cute.
Cute thought.
Oh, okay, so Q is 9,
Right.
and 10 can be read as either Jew or tall.
Yeah.
So that would be Q tall. Cute.
Yeah. Cute.
So that's a good example of how they work.
Yeah.
And then 104 is angel, and then some of them you might not want to get. 3379 means cry a lot. 810 means pneumonia.
Which is totally weird.
Yeah.
103 means bankruptcy.
I think this one is high on my list.
The next one,
No, the 103.
Bankruptcy.
How much money? I
because of your
spent on-
car.
Yeah.
Grant told me that you were getting frustrated at how much money you have to put into your car.
Yep.
8982 is explosion. 3291 is ugly, which is actually very, very like some of these are a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But some of them are clear as day, and the ugly one is clear as day. So that'd be super funny if you accidentally got that.
Yeah.
And then the 5385 means trash can, which is funny. Okay, got a picture
Trash
here
can.
of a special plate that is only usable by the emperor and the emperor's family in Japan. They get their own unique plate with no number on it. Instead, it is
It's
just
just
the
this.
emperor's crest, which is pretty cool. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think I've ever seen one of those.
If the Emperor's watching, I'm really sorry, but the crest is a bit lame.
Yeah, I could
I
think
think-
of better crests than
Yeah.
that.
Do they update it? Because it's always the same family, right? So,
I don't know. Probably hasn't been updated in some time.
yeah.
They should update it
There
to
are
like
cooler crests out
a
there.
Dragon Ball or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Or the kami, like on the back of his gi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a question in the chat that I just looked up.
Yeah.
Mr. Lau 7788. What does that mean?
N-
It means stepmom.
Stepmom?
Yep.
Did you look that one up?
Yeah, I looked that one up.
It could mean shishi haha.
Yes. Mom and dad, but if you combine it, could also be stepmother.
Help.
Yeah, 7788 like she could be stretched into chi, which would be dad and mom.
Yeah.
Chichi
So it's
haha.
a dad mom, so stepmother.
Greg got 420 a plate for his crown. I did consider that. Fun numbers.
I got 420.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Sorry
are the
for
special
tangent.
ones? Oh, we got a Y plate.
Okay, if you go to Daikoku, you're going to see a lot of these ones. The plate that has the letter Y instead of the Japanese radical there means that that is a car registered to a member of the military, the U.S. military here in Japan. They're easy to notice because it's among the only Roman letters that are on there. All the other ones are Japanese.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one there also, the 100 series, remember, commercial vehicle
Mhm.
or construction equipment. It looks like it's on a Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Oh, that's the Land Cruiser 40. And yeah, see that underneath it says
I was gonna
400
say,
kilograms? That's, you need to register it when it's a commercial vehicle for what your carrying capacity is.
Yeah.
And
So
so,
that is
you
the
can carry
sticker.
400 kilograms in there.
Yeah. So in addition, there's also U.S. military plates that you don't often see.
Right. Almost all of the military plates that I see happen to be
The white
sports cars
Plate. Yeah.
with the Y plates. This one here is one that I didn't know. Max found this one. The A is just like the Y plate, but for K cars.
And this is all so it's all U.S. military
Yes.
plates. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
don't
say
think
because
Japan has bases for other militaries here, do they?
no, I don't think so. But I was thinking about the Japanese military vehicles because I've been driving around Fuji a lot and I see a ton of military vehicles.
They're unique.
Yeah.
I didn't put them in here, but
they're
I don't
quite
see them that often. Next one, E plate.
This
And
one
this
you
is-
don't
This
see.
is
This is another one I've never seen, and I didn't even know about the plate until recently. But apparently, this is a plate on a vehicle that was brought in from another country into Japan to be registered for the military. That's right, Max?
I think it's only specific
US,
cars from the US that you bring with you and registered on their US base.
So, like, I'm thinking like a general or something is bringing their S class from the US. They want to bring it here to Japan. They would get this.
Or the Lincoln Navigator.
I wonder if that one that we had was.
Did we
'Cause
have an
it-
E-plate?
Well, it never had the E-plate on it. I think it had been deregistered.
Oh,
but
you're talking about the
the armored
bulletproof.
vehicle, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
that
this
could also
this
get
next
a
one.
diplomat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah.
Maybe that had a diplomat.
Diplomat plates are different. We got that in this list too.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay, this is the one that you guys need to study. Take a look at that weird little thumb-looking Japanese radical on the left side there. That is the Japanese radical for wa.
Wa.
If you come to Japan and you see a car with that plate on it, that means that that car is a rental. So be careful driving around it for one, because a lot of people here in Japan have their license, but they don't ever drive, and then they rent cars whenever they drive, and they don't have the experience, so they're going to crash
Right.
into you.
Or now you can spot all of the rentals that roll up at Daikoku every weekend.
Right, exactly. So if you see, and you see this frequently, and I saw one just when Grant and I went for a drive last weekend, you go into the mountains, you see cars driving, you see that foreigner driving an R35 GTR, and before you say, hey, nice car, man, you go, I know your car's a rental, take that.
No respect.
And right, it's become popular now to go to Daikoku as on these tours or in your rental car, right?
Yeah.
So you can see who is, I don't know. I rented a car once. It was a Fairlady Z34, and I was driving it around, and several of the people, this was when it was a brand new car, were like, wow, cool car, right? And I would always go, yes, but it's a rental. But I feel like some people would be like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, maybe.
Those are the people who deserve to be like, there's nothing wrong with renting a car as long as other people know that it's not your car if you're trying to show it off.
Right.
Yeah. But if there's any other thing here, those are just random.
Right, and then there are some that don't exist.
I want the onsen symbol so badly.
So
Okay.
I think Japan has like 78 or something like that radicals, and then there are like 8 of them that don't exist. And one of them that doesn't exist is the letter for shi,
Right.
which means die. So they don't want to have the plates. They're like, oh, here's your plate. 1 out of 78 says die on it. Yeah,
Whoops.
you can understand
Yeah.
why they didn't put that. Same way why like buildings here sometimes don't have a 4th floor.
I was going to say, for the people watching who don't know, it's quite common, especially in Japanese, but other Asian cultures, which numbers have a very significant meaning. And four, right, is death.
Yeah.
So 4 is then not used in many things. Some even buildings won't have a 4th floor
Yeah.
because it's that superstitious.
I think more so on older buildings, I find.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found some like that, and I thought it was super weird.
Yeah, yeah. And I think in Chinese especially as well, they're very superstitious about numbers.
When we built our house, they were experienced in feng shui, so that they can
Feng
build the house in feng shui style for
Sorry.
us. Like all of the planning was done within those parameters. Like there's
Yeah.
certain things like this has to be there and this has to be here and has to face this way. It's weird.
It is weird.
Okay, we got special plates in 2015. Before we didn't have beautiful plates like this, and now we have them all over the place. But unfortunately, you have to live in that area to get many of these plates.
And if you live in the area that has the lane plate, Yokohama, there's no point. Is Yokohama there? I don't even notice it.
No, Yokohama's not here, but Yokohama's ultra lame.
Ultra lane. And there's some really cool ones, and they'll reflect the area that they're in as well.
Yeah.
If the area is known for like mikans or something, you'll get mikans on the plate.
Yeah, that's totally Japan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Izu is famous for wasabi. So all the tourist places are like, get your wasabi shirts and your
Yeah.
wasabi
Mhm.
ice
Ice.
cream. We had the
Yeah.
wasabi ice cream, right?
Yeah, yeah. Look, that one there's got dragons. Where is that?
Yeah, move there.
Yama? No, not Yama.
I can't.
So you know how I
I
said
don't
that
know.
not every area got a plate
Yeah.
because they didn't have enough registered cars. So there was actually petitions from these cities to try to get their name on plates as a tourism pull, because if people saw the plates, it would make them remember about that area and potentially would allow more tourists.
Yeah.
And these smaller areas, tourism is the only industry in many areas. So
Yeah.
And smaller areas need to get more tourism
Yeah.
right,
to pull all of the people away from Tokyo and Kyoto.
yeah. If you come here, go visit the smaller places. Next one is curry numbers and dealer plates. So this one here is considered a curry number. You've probably seen it if you like. People get replicas of these plates because they look kind of interesting, very Japanese, right? The slash there is a rental plate. You get this when you go to register a car that doesn't normally have a plate, like a temp plate. You can only have it on your car for a maximum of 5 days, and then you have to hand it back in. You have to buy insurance for it. It costs about $50 or so to get one of these for 5 days, including all fees. And some people use them to go to car meets with their car that's otherwise not registered, and some people will use it to go drifting on a car that, again, is not registered. And some people at Daikoku will have them. You'll see it from time to time.
Slash plates.
I know some people who never handed in their slash plate. They just keep using it. And then there's no way for it. Like, the government here doesn't give you any penalty if you don't hand in the plate.
Right.
And so you just get to keep it, and they'll call you every once in a while. If you don't pick up the phone, you just get to have a free plate for as long as you wanted it for.
Yeah.
And while it's not something I recommend that you do, I happen to know somebody who did that.
Yeah.
Not going to say their name.
I was like, I think I know who that might be. But
I think
anyways.
you do know who that is. And this is a dealer plate. So in order to qualify for dealer plate is a little bit weird. Only staff of the company are allowed to use this plate.
Yeah.
Which we have a dealer plate, and we can't offer test drives. Japan, test drives are not a thing.
No. Yeah.
Like some car dealerships will bend the rules a little bit and allow somebody to drive the car, but they're not allowed to do that.
Right, because technically the plate is registered to the user of the vehicle, right, or the owner of the vehicle. So if you're driving that car, that plate is registered to you. So if a dealer's selling a car, that plate is registered either to the previous owner or to the dealer, or
And then the dealer plate has a rectangle around it in red, and then it has the area on the side, and looks a little bit different. It's a bit thicker than the regular plate, so it can be a little bit hard to put into the regular clips for the bottom side of the plate. And next is a diplomatic plate, which I think is hilarious because it has one Japanese character for outside.
It's the same character you find in Gaikokujin or Gaijin.
Or just Gaijin.
Yeah.
do you know where you belong?
The Japanese for Gaijin is literally outside person.
Yeah.
Which honestly is not really that racist, but they added koku in there to make it a little bit less racist. So it's like Gaikokujin is outside country person, or a person from an outside country. But the diplomats, you can see that guy driving his car. Man, that guy in the back seat looks like he's going to mess you up. He looks like the guy with the bone saw.
Yeah. You're ending up in the trunk of that crown for sure.
So some areas of Tokyo, you'll see these driving around if you're near the embassies.
Yeah.
They usually are on German cars, I've found.
Yeah.
A lot of German cars.
So switching from fun with license plates to fun with flags. Do you guys know what flag this is?
Oh. Ecuador.
All right.
Is it?
Do you know?
I don't know.
Do you know?
It's
Why
Ecuador.
would
Don't
you ask
check
that?
me.
Yeah,
because
I
the
can say
It's
Whatever
either
I want.
Ecuador or it's like a Middle Eastern country. I want to say like
Papua New Guinea.
it's Ecuador. Somebody
Okay,
somebody
the chat
find that
can-
out.
the chat can find it out.
So this is my autism going like full blown. Might now have to
Autism
know.
switch.
Yeah.
Here, let me. Okay. No.
I said it so fast you believe me.
Yeah.
I like that. Anyway, I'm
Take
done
your
now.
plates home. Look at this. They have just made this a new rule. We talked about this before, so I won't dwell on it. You get a cool little thing to put in here.
It's not a thing. It's a Sakura cap. And Greg, I saw your question from earlier saying you didn't get Sakura caps. We'll send you some. We thought they were
really?
going out with all of the packages. It turns
They
out
are.
they weren't.
Huh?
They weren't. But now they are now. So
Oops.
yes, Greg, we will get you your Sakura caps. You
And
need 2 of them.
also-
We'll send them to you.
Prairie was asking if I import a used car from Japan, can I have both plates come along with the car?
Yeah, but you got to pay for it because there's a
You have to
process
pay.
of going through it and time and effort. And honestly speaking, I'm not trying to complain here because I think we charge a reasonable amount for this, but the amount of like complication in managing these plates We have several slots of what category the plate is. Is this plate attached to a customer? Is this one free to use? Is this a plate that's good to be used? Is this too dirty? Managing the plates. Yikes.
And if I may,
Yeah.
Pacific
So what
Coast
Derek-
Auto, going beyond.
what Derek has here is generally a normal license plate would not have this hole here. This hole has been cut by the registration office when we deregister the plate. So this means that the plate has been deregistered as like a memorabilia thing, and then you can buy these separate little caps, which we include in part of the cost, and then they fit there to fill that little hole, and it's a little sucker cap, if you can see that. I don't know if you can.
It's a bit blurry, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. So you'll get 2 plates, and they will both have holes in them if you want to buy them.
And Sakura caps.
Sakura
And I want to
caps.
make our own stickers to go over the Sakura
Yeah.
if you don't like it. Because if you've got a K car, for one, I don't like how the Sakura caps are now the wrong color for that. So I think it would be cool to make a sheet of like 6 different designs.
Yeah.
And one of them can be yellow, and other one can be our company logo or something like that that we can
Yeah.
send along
Give
with
out,
these
yeah.
if you didn't want the Sakura ones.
Yep.
Okay. Illuminated plates. I got 2 of
Yes.
them here.
This
Oh,
is
wait.
going to be fun times. I
And
hope.
I got a light so you guys can see what it looks like.
Yeah. Can we maybe do we want to turn those lights off that are pointing on us? Because it might make them glow a bit more.
I can't turn this one off, but I can turn this
I
one
can't either.
No, it
My
doesn't
arms
make-
are tied.
off. Not too much of a difference, though.
Do you want to do the light?
Yeah.
I feel like
Are you
we
ready?
need something to like sheath it. But
So the illuminated K plates are a new thing too. They've had the illuminated plates for like 30 years or something like that.
yeah.
But the K plates, they only started like 5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously, because it's black lettering, it's hard to illuminate black lettering. And so they get these cool little slivers around the black outline.
Yeah.
So see if I can show.
Nah.
I think that should work. I think you probably want it like that.
Let me do some camera stuff. So
Yeah, that
Uh,
might be a little bit tough with the K plate.
Okay, wait. Let me try this because I want
You
to.
can
I really
slightly
want this to
you can
work.
slightly see.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll hold.
Yeah.
And you go do
I'm
something.
gonna do stuff. Okay, everybody in the office. I'm sorry. This will just take a moment.
Hey, think of the efficiency, Mike.
Just a moment. And then can I?
No, that's all right. You can see through it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's enough.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-da.
So that's the K plate.
The K plates honestly don't illuminate as much.
It would look better at nighttime, but yeah, they're not as good as the cool
And
ones.
then here's regular plate. I can't see what this looks like. But usually you'll have a
Come in a
full
second.
illuminated back plate.
Yeah.
And you can see that.
I think it's too bright. I think you
Is it?
probably
It doesn't
wanna do
work too
something
well
like
because
this.
the green screen is green.
Is
it
the
cutting
color
it
is also
out?
green, yeah.
You're being green screened.
All right.
Damn, I really wanted that to work.
Wait, I can.
I think it worked out right.
There you go. Glow plate demonstration live, going above and beyond
Only
again.
on Pacific Coast Auto.
That's
Now,
right.
if
Show
you
us
if you want to get a number like 69, you can probably get it because it's not very common. Only a certain class of people get those.
Yes, high
there
class
are
individuals.
there are some that are very popular, like 88 is on the list. Actually, a popular plate numbers.
Oh right.
So
yeah.
a lot of Nazis here apparently. But numbers like 1 or 7 or 8 or 333 or 555 or 777 or 1111, these are popular plates. So they have lotteries for them. So you submit your application and they will do the lottery and you can potentially get one of those plates.
Yep.
So lucky for those people who got them. Depends on the area. If you are in the middle of nowhere, you wouldn't have to do a lottery. But if you're in Tokyo, like Shinagawa or something, those lotteries, like people sell those plates sometimes.
So, actually, this is a good example. I believe this is a lottery one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Number
It is a
7.
nationwide lottery one.
Yeah,
so
so
no
that
matter
is-
where you live, you need to do a lottery for
Right.
the
Oh,
seven.
really?
Actually, this too.
Ah.
Interestingly, this one is death. So both
That's
of
the latest.
these.
But
No,
this
no,
is not a
the
lottery
death
number.
one isn't a lottery one because nobody wants it.
Oh, I thought 4. Oh no, 4 is not the same thing here. But so a reason that people, you can pick your number and then you can also pick to have a glow plate if you pay extra. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that these people paid for the special number, the one number of 7 and 4, and then they paid extra to have a glow plate.
It's a special
Because-
lottery for 8008.
Yep.
Boobs.
But only for
Only one.
only for Yokohama.
one boob.
Only in Yokohama.
Only in Yokohama.
You Yokohamaites.
And the 1122 that we talked about, the Good Couple, that one's also. And 1188, which is Good Wife,
Oh, okay.
would be is the lottery. 1212. Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
Eeny.
Nico Nico, the smile one, is an 8008. Okay, I think that's all we got to say about the license plates. I think that was fairly thorough.
And
Yep.
entertaining, I might add.
Yeah, very.
I didn't have to
entertaining.
break out the preschool voice either.
Yeah.
There's 2 questions for this topic again. Perry again asked, so it's impossible to get intact plates without holes?
Not legally.
Nothing in the world is impossible. But yes, it is illegal to have an
We
intact
have a whole
plate.
bunch. We handed those in.
We handed them all back, yeah. We had
Do we want to say that as a story?
I think it's quite a fun. It is very topical.
Okay, so several years ago, we had an office manager that wanted to ship cars out, but didn't want to go to the registration office frequently enough to get the cars that were last minute that came in. So instead of doing that, he just pretended that the plates were lost. And in order to do that,
I was going to say, you said he didn't want to go to the registration office, so instead he went to the police station.
I don't know why. Honestly, we never found out because we only found out that this was a thing after he stopped working here.
Yes.
So there, for some reason, he would, instead of deregistering the plates, he would claim that the plate was stolen at the police station, get the paperwork, go to the registration office, and then deregister the car with a stolen plate. And this was such a common way for him to handle things that we ended up with a stack of plates because the plate existed, but he just got the deregistration done early.
Yeah.
So we had at one point, like, I don't know how many, like 60?
60? Oh,
It was
yeah.
lots.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
it was a
this
box.
thick
Yeah. It had
of
a big
plates
box in them.
that were stolen. And I got to think that the police officers who took these plates or handled the request probably recognized him because he would come in.
He's going in there weekly.
Right.
Being like,
once a month.
Hey, more lost plates.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Sorry, I got more lost plates. And this one, remember, they say the area that they're from. I've got a lost plate from Mie.
Yeah.
And this one's from Kagoshima and Hokkaido. They're all lost.
Yeah.
And nobody at the police station was like, let's go in the back room and talk about this for a second.
How all these plates are going missing under your watch? It's very weird. And someone said they're kind of smart. Not really. I think it was mostly like a lazy thing or like a...
My understanding was, I don't understand the whole thing because I don't do that part of the business, but my understanding, knowing the person it was that it was in order to make the job easier for himself.
And like you have to go to the police station in person and you need to submit a form that is claiming that these plates are stolen or lost and the reason why, and he had a stack of those too.
Reason why I can't be arsed to do my job.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we're on to the next segment of the show. How's the audio now? Is the audio good? Has anyone been mentioning anything about that?
No one was complaining. I hope it fixed itself. And
Good.
I fixed it.
Okay, so I filled a decades-large hole in my misunderstanding of cars. This is something that I have long been telling everybody, and I have been wrong about this. And I only found out about it because of a car I saw on the road. So let's start with...
Wait, we have car picks first.
Do we?
Yes.
We have...
Yo, you skipped a segment. That's
All right,
crazy.
you do the car picks. They're all for your cars anyway.
Okay, car pick. Wait. Car picks. Apparently
Thank
this
you,
segment
Max.
was done to insult me, and I don't know, probably workplace
No.
bullying.
I found 2 cars that I thought were interesting, and they just happened to be 2 cars that you have owned. So I was like, let's go with this.
Because I own interesting cars. This is
Your
a
second car,
Mitsubishi GTO.
and you had
The
2 of
car
them.
The car
Because
that you
you
never
can't
buy
get enough
one.
pain. You're one of those guys who is like on the dating profile, I like pain.
Yeah. Got problems? Call me. Ooh, it is a non-turbo manual, 235,000
Just like yours,
kilometers.
right? Both of yours were non-turbo manuals, right?
Yeah. One was an automatic because it was a parts car.
So
These are-
GTO, a car that I think people don't like them because they're complicated
Yeah, they have a bad reputation. And also,
and they fall apart, right, Mike?
yeah, they commonly have weird
But people who
issues.
own them own 2 or more.
Yeah, because
right?
one's going to need the parts from the other one. You get 2 GTOs and you might get one good one.
Might.
Yeah. With their powers combined, you get one good one, maybe.
Captain Planet.
Yeah. I like them. I think they look amazing.
So
if I
in
had
North
lots of-
America, these are called Dodge Stealths.
Yes, or 3000 GT. The Dodge Stealth was the Dodge branded one, and it looks fugly. But the 3000 GT
It's
is
quite similar, though. And in Canada, we didn't get any Mitsubishi, so we didn't get the 3000 GT.
So this is the 3000 GT. The Dodge Stealth has cosmetic changes,
Right.
but
It has slatting on the side and stuff.
yeah, and I
right?
think it's got like a single overhead cam engine instead of a
Really,
dual. Yeah, there's a decent amount of
Japan
changes.
keeping
I
the
believe.
best stuff for themselves.
Well, you still got the 3000 GT, which was the non-turbo and
Not
the turbo,
us.
I believe.
It was too cold for them.
Yeah,
But you really liked your GTO, didn't you?
I still do. I think they look
Like, you've
really,
got a
really
big
cool.
soft spot for them.
I do. I still see them around. I'm like, oh, I want my GTO back.
What do you think of the GTO Max?
I do like them visually. I've never sat in one or driven one.
Mike and I took a customer's one to the mountain with the customer's permission.
Yeah,
It was
he
fun.
was very kind and let us drive it. And I don't know if it was running the best.
It was a turbo, right?
Yeah, I love the way mine drove.
I thought it was running fine.
I like the looks of them a lot.
Yeah.
Especially the rear.
They don't get a lot
They
of
look-
credit, hey?
Yeah. I don't like the engine and transmission. I think transverse V6 should not exist.
But transverse 4 cylinders, okay?
That's fine. Yeah. But I would love to
That's a
put like a
bold claim.
V8 in one of these.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dodge should have done that instead of the single cam V6.
Yeah, for
A
sure.
transverse V8.
Yeah.
That would have been funny.
We need to do the disclaimer again. Cars that are bought from the show
Oh, right.
will get
The
a free video from
And the
me.
video is a value of $2,000.
2,200 with inflation.
Not
Each
joking.
week.
You'll get a special, a very special video.
One of a kind. Unique.
Not done by AI,
Not done by AI.
Yeah. Maybe with the use of AI.
but you have to buy a GTO in this case.
Yeah. No. The offer is totally real. Next car.
Next car, which was your
Oh,
first
yeah.
car in Japan, no?
Yeah.
This same generation as this. This is an early generation, just like yours was.
Mm-hmm. 5-speed?
And 5-speed, just like yours, and single turbo, just like yours.
Yeah.
And you liked
Twin
it a
scroll,
lot.
single turbo. I love this car.
And I had their generation beforehand, and I liked mine a lot too.
I think as a second car for somebody who still wants to like have fun, perfect. Subaru does great packages. It's 4-wheel drive, manual transmission,
Plenty of
280 horsepower or something. EJ20.
That's pretty reliable. Like the
It was
the Japanese versions of the EJ20 don't have the head gasket problems. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah. The most reliable car I've ever owned, actually.
So you can buy this and get a cool video. Mike will be in the cool video too because it does have some attachment to Mike. And this one's honestly doesn't look like a bad car. I know
Kinda
some of
high
the ones
mileage.
had dashboard crack. Yours had that too?
Yeah, the dashboards do crack in all sorts of places. I think the Japanese summer just kind of
I
destroys
think
them a
most
little bit.
of the ones that I've seen have been okay, but if anyone tries sticking something onto it and then removing, like a stick-on
yeah,
mount or something like that,
for
that's when they
sure.
crack.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next Mike's car. This one's a little bit of a cheat because I couldn't
Yeah.
find any sedan ones.
Don't buy one of these.
And this one
Oh,
here
do buy one of these.
is the hatchback,
Mm.
and you really didn't like yours, right?
Either I got a lemon, but I still maintain that BMW engineers these to fail. This is a what, 1.8 liter or something?
Yeah, so you had the 3-liter twin turbo with the 6-speed manual,
Six
right?
speed, yeah.
And this one here is just the
Yeah.
crappy one.
I wanted to love that car so much, but just problem after problem of unfixable problems. I mean, the dealers can't even fix it. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it was lame.
Grade 4B with 19,000 kilometers on it.
Yeah, and these are really
Fairly low.
cheap too. The automatics with the smaller engines, like you'll pay a decent amount for the 3-liter turbo ones because they're pretty rare. But these
honestly not that expensive. Like under $1 million yen.
Rear-wheel
I got
drive.
mine for under just over 800,000. I sold it for less. Lost a lot of money, but whatever.
if we sell this to a customer, we should also give them a discount on a code reader.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Okay, let's talk about the
next.
next one because that's a boring car. And this,
Oh, now.
Mike,
You want to buy this car immediately.
Now
Call
we're
now.
talking.
Stock is limited.
only one.
Only one.
So this one.
Whoa, it's high mileage.
Quite possibly.
Automatic.
The greatest Civic Type R.
Oh, no, it's not automatic.
You couldn't get those in automatic as the Type R.
Yeah, what's that AT say there? Is that just part
No,
of the
it's
sheet?
just they circle
Okay, right.
Ah.
the AT when it's auto.
Because you
Weird.
can get the FD2 and the non-Type R in an auto, but this is a Type R. So,
This one has 284,000 kilometers. Would that scare you?
I would want to see the condition. Like, what does the sheet say?
Sorry.
Steering wheel peeling, aftermarket driver's seat stained and wear. Headliner is very dirty, so highly smoked in.
Yeah.
The trunk has wear in it. Wheels scratched. Aftermarket suspension has accident damage. The end panel and the left tail area have been dented, deformed, repaired.
Not concerned.
Rear
about it.
floor dented / deformed. And then the body looks okay, other than some pretty serious looking scratches on the left side.
Yeah, these can get kind of expensive. So if you're looking to get one cheaper,
Do you think this one would be
Then-
under $1 million? Super
I
high
don't-
mileage.
yeah,
And
it-
accident damage.
maybe.
If you want to build a race car,
Yeah, honestly.
this is probably very good base.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
got illuminated plates on it. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And custom plate. What does 1004 mean?
I maintain that these are fantastic. I want a chance to drive your car one day.
Yeah,
I'd let you drive mine, but honestly, the Corolla is not that fun to drive.
I think it's more for the experience, though. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it looks like it's got
it
bad
sounds so good.
paint. Yeah.
Especially at higher RPM. That's a very angry little car.
Which is a great transition to the next
Next segment.
Oh,
What's happening at USS? No, that's not right. What's happening at Pacific Coast Auto?
What's happening at Pacific Coast Auto?
I stopped drinking coffee, so yeah.
Oh, this is a pretty cool update.
Okay, so the other day I was driving down the road in my 1972 Toyota Corolla.
11.
So you were Corolling.
And there's not a lot of cars that are 50 years old on the road. So when you see other cars that are that old, you take notice of them. And I saw a first generation Honda Civic, quite possibly one of only a handful I've seen in the nearly 20 years I've been living here. The first generation Civic. And I've loved these for so long. Drove right up next to him at the next light. Of course, I wanted to get a picture of him because I'm like, oh, I love that car. Had a friend
brother.
in high school that had one of these, bright yellow. Looked awesome. This one, fantastic condition. Like even better condition than my Corolla. I was looking at it, and you zoom in on that guy's face. The entire time we were parked at that light, an entire light cycle, he was doing that. He was looking at the building with intent. I think he didn't want to make eye contact with me because I think he wanted to be the guy with the cool 70s JDM car. And I think arguably the Corolla 11 would be the winner of those two in the coolness. I think some people might pick the Civic, but the Corolla 11, it's one of the icon cars from the 70s.
Yeah.
The Civic was a good car from the 70s.
So the rivalry,
Rivalry, yeah.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Between the Civic and the Corolla, was it a thing in the 70s, or
No,
is that
no.
only an 80s?
No, the
thing?
70s, the Corolla was, Corolla 11 was a sports car, and the Civic was never considered a sports car.
Yeah, well,
Look at those fender
What
mirrors.
now?
The Japanese fender mirrors?
now the Civic's a
We never
sports
got
car.
those.
Yeah. But you both have fender mirrors, right?
Yeah, and we both had the original wheels with the original center caps. It was,
Cool.
and my car, if you guys don't know, is completely stock, just like this one is. So it was very cool to have both of them like that. And I was like, I was grinning at him. I was just like, talk to me. I want to talk. I want to tell you what year my car is in the 14 seconds we have until the light changes. But no, he was instead really, really interested in that nondescript building behind him, which was a shame. And then I don't know if he did this on purpose, but he drove full speed from that light, which in any other
Did
car
he
would have
beat
think
you?
that he'd be racing, but not in a Civic, not in a 75 horsepower Civic.
Oh.
And then Ayako's like, wow, he's fast, because he pulled off faster than me. My car's loud, so she probably thinks that I was trying. I wasn't trying.
This is
So-
car guy talk.
So I said, yeah, my car's much faster than that, than the speed that those words came out of my mouth. Let me tell you, I don't drive the 11 very fast with my wife in the car because she doesn't like all of the drama. I like to keep that to myself as well. The car gets really loud. 70s cars, when you hammer it, they're really loud inside.
I think it's extremely fun to drive fast when your passenger doesn't like going fast. It's actually one of my most fun things to do, believe it or not.
I've also been married for 20 years, and
And I'm single.
So,
You learned something
Okay.
new with those cars, with that car, right?
right. Max trying to move this along. I was right about to go there myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Civic, unbeknownst to me, because I didn't know this, I've always said the Civic is such a cool car, and everyone knows Civics are hatchbacks, right? And I was like, did you know the Civic doesn't have a hatch in the back? It has a regular trunk-like boot. Let's show the next picture here.
Wait, this.
And
this
I was
Civic.
astonished to find out that the Civic comes with 3 different back ends. There's the
different
stupid boot,
rears.
and the stupid boot was extremely stupid because it hinges at the top.
Right.
So you'd pull it up, and then you'd have to crouch down to put some stuff into your trunk. Very similar to the original Mini, but the Mini hinges at the bottom, so it becomes like a tray.
Oh, so that does that. Oh.
Like a Figaro does the same thing for their trunk.
Oh, right.
You literally have to get this close to the ground to get your stuff in.
Right.
Really dumb, but also quirky and cool. You know, dumb things on old cars can be fun. But no, they apparently came in 3 different versions. Not just a hatchback and a trunk, but also a short hatch. For people who didn't know which one they wanted,
Right.
I suppose. And so there it is, something that I learned, and now you guys have learned it too.
I mean, the long hatch makes the most sense, but I kind of like the idea
it's the
of
only
the
one
short
that
hatch.
makes sense, honestly.
I don't know. I like the short hatch.
Well,
Like,
a lot
you
of
know-
the Civics later did both. The window would open as well as the full hatch would open. Like the EG was
Perfect.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like those the Hilux Surfs with the glass that comes down. That is the
Stupid.
coolest thing in the
That's the
planet.
stupidest thing.
I love it.
Like, if you want to just use it to quickly pop something in, you put the key in, you turn the key, and I've timed this. It takes 17 seconds for that window to come down all of the way.
That's not
And then you
good.
put your stuff in, and then 17 seconds for it to come
You
back
should have just
down.
opened the door.
Yeah. It is cool that you can drive around with that window open to get more airflow through the car, though, so it's
Yeah.
not for nothing. Okay, next topic here, we got to talk about, we got a good. Now, last show, we made a deal on the show. If my wife watches the show, she can get a free Take no Kono Sato. And she
And
didn't
guess
mention
what?
anything about having watched the show, so she doesn't get Take no Kono Sato. So now we get a chance to try this out and tell you how we like it.
You want me to open it? You want to open it?
Yeah, you
Also, just for the viewers at home, the package is green, which is why now it.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
is it
I didn't
vanishing?
think about that.
Yes.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's showing up blue on the.
It is not blue. This
It
is
is
an optical illusion.
Background
These
color.
are very green.
So the Take no Kono Sato is a long-running famous snack here. This would be, I guess, akin to whatever chocolate snacks are popular in your
Out of
country.
frame. Out of frame.
I'm
Lower, lower, lower.
just seeing if
There you
it'll
go.
disappear.
Nah.
It has a cookie base that's covered in chocolate, and it's meant to look like takenoko, which is miniature bamboo, or known as bamboo shoots, right?
Mhm.
Japan's got a ton of bamboo here, so they thought, why don't we eat it in chocolate form? Doesn't taste anything like bamboo. We love these. My wife loves these. This is why I picked this for her.
Unboxing ASMR.
Don't say ASMR on my show.
Okay, do we see
Oh,
the
they have like
viewership
a-
drop?
That everyone's like, I don't like this. Go away.
I like how the viewership is often somewhere around 30 concurrent viewers, but right now, because we're talking about license plates, it's like 23.
Everyone's like, nah, I don't have time for this today.
So this is becoming the cool snack show.
The cool snack show.
One of the topics in our list is we all bring our favorite snacks and eat them, but we don't know if people would like a show.
It says on here, because it's so delicious, you can't stop. So it's similar to Lay's.
So, Ayako, thanks for not watching the show. We're going to enjoy some little chocolate bamboo shoots. The longer you don't watch, the more snacks we get.
Right, we got another snack that you can get if you're watching this. I remind her every morning, too. And she's like, what did she say today? She said, like, show dane, which is like, oh, the show is happening today. But it sounds like a mispronunciation of so dane, which is like, oh, is that right?
Oh.
Which is kind of like an indifferent hearing of what you're talking about.
Like oh, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, haha, it's funny. I'm still not watching your show. I mean,
Yeah.
she didn't say that. She's like, maybe I will.
Well, no takinoko.
So, would you like to give people feedback on this?
Yeah, it is inferior to the little mushrooms. I'm sorry, but there is only... So, in Japan...
Sorry, out of context, this was really funny.
Yeah. These are... This brand makes two competing styles of this. They're like a wafer or biscuit kind of...
Yeah, they're like a
center,
cookie. These ones
and-
are like a cookie, right?
Right, and then the top is chocolate. So what you've got on screen there is the opposing version and far superior version, the mushrooms, and Derek's doing some
Don't do it.
So for people in Japan, you have to choose an allegiance.
The commercials on TV will play this off too, right?
Right. I
Like,
think it's the
Are
funniest
you
thing
on
ever.
Team Mushroom or are you on Team Bamboo Shoots?
These are shaped like little bamboo shoots, little little baby bamboos. See, they get stuck in my throat. You know, the mushrooms wouldn't.
I got chocolate on fingers. There you go.
So yes, I think the next show is mushrooms, right? Or no? Are you giving Ayako a different prize because you're picking something she likes, not necessarily what I like, or is the
We have a
superior
picture of
option?
the mushrooms up right now, and you'll notice that the mushrooms look like little dicks. So I think I know why Mike prefers them over the Takenoko.
Whoa! It's just better mouthfeel. That's all I'm gonna say. These ones have like a little biscuity like texture, whereas the mushrooms, the stem or shaft of the mushroom, if you will, is like a very
It's
crispy.
more like a cracker.
Yeah, like
right?
a crispy cracker
Yeah.
kind of thing. And there is only one correct answer, and that is the little dick-shaped mushrooms that are superior to the
We
little bamboo.
had a vote in the office, and it was pretty much 50-50, right?
Yeah. No, well, yeah, and then half of the people just stopped existing for me, so I don't remember what happened.
Okay, so Ayako, if you're watching, you can get mushrooms next
That's
week.
the next week? All
Yeah.
right.
We are going to pick
Yeah.
the mushrooms for
Please
next
don't
week.
watch. Please don't watch. Please don't watch. Or watch.
Just so you know, Grant was laughing really hard from what you guys just said. It
Perfect.
was really funny to
Okay. Speaking of Grant and I went on a drive in the mountains, and I'd like to share a couple of experiences. I drove my Corolla, and I got this picture of it. I wanted to show this picture because this is the perfect angle for this car. Every car has its own perfect angle for a picture, and this to me is the perfect angle for this car. And I put this as this my lock screen on my phone, and every time I pick up my phone, I'm like, yeah, I got a Corolla 11,
Cool.
and it really makes me happy.
Yeah.
It does bother me that I don't have the right hood for this car.
You want
that
the
that
tip,
bothers me
the
to
tip
no
down?
end. It goes down in the middle between the headlights, and it's not supposed to for the early model ones.
Oh.
But I've got the new rings for the wheels. You can see them there, and the center caps have been put on. You can see the cool fender mirrors, and it's a nice little short little body, and it's tiny. This car is really, really small. People don't realize that. Go to the next picture. There's a picture of me and Grant, and the Swift is a subcompact, like a Toyota Vitz or a Honda Fit, right?
Yeah.
So you can see in this particularly, the car has a road presence smaller than that. But
Yeah.
boy, is it loud and vroom. It's very good. So much fun to drive in the mountains. And going out with Grant was really nice because I feel like our cars are pretty similarly matched. The Swift, I think, is a little faster than my car. But the two of us could keep pace with one another and have fun without anyone leaving anyone else behind, which is great. I'd like to share the road that we drove on. So here, this is a pseudo 3D version of it. So this is on the ocean side, and right outside, like if you follow that ocean out to the left more, that's Mount Fuji over there. Now, it was too cloudy to see Mount Fuji, but going on the ocean side in a pretty steep mountain, because you can kind of see how steep that mountain is, right? Seeing Mount Fuji when you come around the corners, very cool location to drive. And that road was almost free. Like, I put a marker there, right? And then I put another marker where we started. And if you wanted to get from one area to the next, there are two main cities, right? They have a new road that cuts 5 minutes off the road, off the drive. So if you want to go to this teeny little city with 8 people living there, then you would take this curvy road that's on the shoreline, but literally nobody else is. So traffic isn't a problem.
Perfect.
So you can drive these windy roads, lots of up and down. So fun, so incredibly fun. Granted, we left at like 6 a.m. I got up at 5:30. We left at 6. We were back by 3. Good time. It wasn't completely problem-free, though. I'm driving a car here that is 53 years old, which is exactly 10 years older than me. And, it had 2 breakdowns. So I got a picture of the first one here.
Oh, no.
Now, it looks like the radiator sprung a leak, but it didn't. You can also check out my hairy legs if that's what you're into. Thankfully, and this is me being an idiot, Grant has a toolkit in his car. I've got the old car, and I should have the toolkit and the fire extinguisher, really. So I will be buying something like that. But the alternator belt slipped, and the reason why is because, as far as I can tell, there is no adjuster bolt for the alternator on this car because it's super, super old. So you just put a crowbar in there, and you pull it, and then you fasten it. Instead of using a screw to kind of push it out with the teeth of the screw, like every car now. And so this is the third time that this has happened. Second time that this has happened. And it would have stranded me because if that belt snaps, you can't drive the car anymore.
So you've tightened it up now, or it needs more?
It needs more.
Okay.
I went under we didn't have a crowbar. I tried a stick. Stick just snapped. I couldn't give it enough pressure.
Yeah.
And the exhaust manifold and the alternator are right next to each other. So to get at the bolts, you're going to get burnt. The water that you see there is because I poured all my drinking water onto the exhaust manifold to cool it down. And that MF still burnt me. You can see the mark there. Look. Sympathy, please.
Ow, that looks itayo.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't that painful, but...
Wow, you're so strong.
I've got matching scars now because I got burned on the exact same side on the other side when I was 15. Yep. I'm symmetrical again.
You know what happened?
No.
When you got burned on your wrist when you were 15, somebody else was doing the same thing on your exact car in Japan at that time. They got burned and knew that you were going to be there. That's right.
Cool. And then we continued driving after I went under the car, pulled it down as hard as I could, which I could only do with one arm, but I have been working out, so it was all right. And then Grant...
God.
Grant tightened up the...
Oh, and then Grant did the heavy lifting. Right. Okay,
right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, the car broke again. So here's... this is a road that you recommended.
No. I recommended this one here.
Okay. Right. We did do the whole thing on the way back. But I just put in the name of that road and then...
Okay. The road that you should drive in Hakone is called Tsubaki Line. If you ever come here,
Tsubaki Line.
do the
And the Tsubaki line is very good. And there wasn't very much traffic and we were having a good time, but it is fairly steep on the downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got to watch your brakes. Like my car has drum brakes in the back and non-vented disc brakes in the front, and it's got 13-inch wheels, so my disc brakes are this big. Right? So I was already being cautious of the brakes and making sure I gave lots of braking time, which makes me sad because braking is my favorite part of driving. Braking the right amount at the right time to get that turn in. It's awesome. Can't do that in my car because I don't trust the brakes. Thankfully, I was not driving too hard because I did have a brake problem. And from here all the way home, and you'll notice that shows an hour and a half. Well, an hour and 15 minutes, but it took us an hour and a half to get home. I had no brakes because I sprung a leak in my brakes. So I drove all the way home with the e-brake to brake, which was not
mega
fun.
scary. Yeah.
And I literally almost crashed because we were doing stop and go traffic on the way back, right? And I was leaving plenty of space because my e-brake is also drum brakes from the 1950s. You pull the brake and it might as well be a bicycle brake on your car because it doesn't stop you very far. So it's always leaving lots of room. And some dickhead saw the space, pulled in, and immediately slammed the brakes. And I was like, yoinks! And then, I was like 30 centimeters away from him. He deserves to be called a dickhead.
That's a dick move.
So I made it back and went and checked out the car. You can see the next picture here. This is why it broke. And this is something I'm a little bit upset about. The mechanic who put the steel braided brake lines in. I just spent about $1,000 redoing brakes. I did pads, shoes, discs, and steel braided brake lines. And whatever kit that he got, of course it's a universal kit because it's an old car, the brake lines are too long. You can see in that blue square that they rub against the inside of the wheel. And the inside of the wheel on steel wheels is a very sharp-ish area, right? And they poked a hole. You can see in the next picture. You can't see the hole in there, but you can trust me, there is no more brake fluid in my car.
Scary.
So now I can't drive my car. And I'm bummed out about it. And I want to change the master cylinder at the same time as I fix this. Because I want a master cylinder that's a little bit stiffer for better braking. Like an aftermarket one, potentially. So.
Yeah, very disappointing.
Yeah, bummer, isn't it?
Yeah. Just your driving just sheared a hole in there.
Yeah,
because
and it was so much fun, and now I want to go driving again, and I can't because I have no car. My van is at the shop too, the same shop that did this. I showed my wife, and she was like, "I don't want him to fix my car anymore."
Yeah.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, we got a little update on the Ship and Showdown because we actually don't have anyone this week. The Ship and Showdown is what, Mike?
The Ship and Showdown is not actually going to be a segment in this show.
SHIP.
Because nobody sent in their car for us to show off. But if you would like to, you may send in your car and we will show it on the show. And if you've seen the last episode and the episode before that, and then I think we had a break, and then there was one before even that, we showcase cool cars that you guys have bought from us and imported to your country, and kind of like either a where are they now, what are they doing now, or some story if you've gone on a little adventure, or if you're enjoying your car and you got cool photos or videos to share, we will show it off. And we give some stickers and a little prize for people who do that. Just wanted to update and say...
And Mike spent so much time on this to make
honestly,
sure...
too much time.
To make sure that he got it right. So Mike went and bought, with his own money, a whole bunch of postcards with traditional Japanese artwork on it.
Traditional.
Which is not copyrighted because it's like hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this is very, very old, famous-ish. Famous-ish?
Yeah,
They are famous,
yeah,
right?
all of them are famous.
They're like famous
Woodblock prints.
depictions. And you like one of them is the Great Kanagawa Wave. That's one of this in the postcards. There's a whole bunch of different ones. This is just an example. And it's got a little message written on the back. We all
Don't
write something
downplay it.
fun. I don't know.
Now, did ChatGPT write that message for you, Mike?
ChatGPT did not write the message for me. I was
Handcrafted
on ChatGPT while writing the message because I wanted it to be worded in a certain way. Honestly, ChatGPT doesn't help with these kind of things. All it does is give you ideas or change your ideas and send you on a different track, right?
So it comes with a little explanation, a little thank you. We each wrote a little note on it. Any of the people that are actually in the show, so me, Mike, and Max, you can get one of those if you submit your car. Keep in mind, it has to be a car bought from us.
Must be.
And then tell us a little bit about the story because we're only going to show it if we think it's fun and interesting.
Yeah. So
if you're boring, then it will go into the whatever show that we do with the topics that we don't like. We'll just put it in there.
Yeah, so...
And you get stickers, and we're working on second-gen stickers right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We're trying to find a supplier in Japan because the previous one we didn't know because it was a Japanese site, but they sent it from
Netherlands.
From the Netherlands into Japan, so we had to pay duty on it. So we needed to find someone who can do the same type of stickers here in Japan.
Same quality, same, yeah.
was a little bit of a surprise, thinking that the
Well, we
Japanese
thought it was a
sites-
Japanese company.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was an international company, but a
Yeah.
Japanese. The site was all in Japanese.
So Griff Rides and Grego, your those will
Postcard.
be out to you pretty soon. So please
Cool
expect
stuff.
those. Sorry for the delay.
And on to the questions and answers. So, did you get it?
Yeah,
In time?
that was yeah.
Nice work. Max is quick on his feet. Okay, so we got one question that came in from the comments section, so we'll get into that. I actually had to look this up because I didn't want to be wrong about it.
Yep.
That's
It
good,
was
right?
actually not from the comments.
Dick.
It was actually not from the comments. It was just when we were closing the last show. Kyle was asking, is the Honda Vamos Turbo available with a manual transmission? I can't seem to find anything online indicating yes or no.
So I looked it up and I got the answer, but I would have thought the answer is yes, because K-Vans often have manual transmissions,
Yeah.
and the Vamos does, but for whatever reason, their turbo one doesn't. So you can't get the turbo one with a manual transmission,
Oh.
only automatics. And you can get it 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, but still no manual transmission for the turbo, which really blows.
Yeah.
Because you would think that manual is like the engine that has the turbo is great, right? But you pair that with an automatic, you don't get so much the greatness because you want to be able to manipulate that turbo with selecting your gear.
Maybe they're doing the thing that like Lamborghini and Ferrari are doing, where their cars have become too fast to offer a manual transmission. Honda Vamos.
The Vamos
Yeah.
has become too fast.
It's also Spanish for fast.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cute. Even though it's not very fast.
Not
right?
at all.
64 horsepower max.
Then
Okay.
we can
Alright.
move into chat questions. So people, if you have questions to us regarding exporting, importing fun cars, us, or anything, you can do so. And yes, Prairie, I have your question screenshotted and we can ask it right now. Mechanical,
Right now.
mechanical difference between a regular car and a cold weather spec car. What are those? Because they're in the town I live in Alberta. It is cold.
Right.
ASF.
I know it. So this is asked by the person Prairie.
Yes.
You do see these on auction sheets for Land Cruisers and Hilux Surfs and Delicas every once in a while. The cold weather package. Go on. I don't know everything that it comes with, but I do know that they usually have dual batteries. So as far as I've seen, that's the one thing. They might have some other things, like they might have fog lights on them, or they might have like a little plexiglass cover for the lights so snow can't land on them, or something like that. Maybe windshield wipers for the headlights, washers for the headlights, some sort of optional extra, but the one consistent seems to be a double battery. That's all I really know about it.
Do they have block heaters?
No. I have never seen a block heater in Japan, and I think anyone who puts them on their cars, like if they work at ski hills, they probably will, or if they're in Hokkaido, it'll all be aftermarket things. This thing of buying block heaters direct from the, like, when the car is brand new, at least not in our area. It wouldn't be a trim package or anything like that.
Yeah.
The use case of it would be so limited that they wouldn't offer it. It would be an optional extra that you could buy on top, but I don't know. Maybe that's the
Not in
same
this
case
area,
in
yeah.
Canada, but in some areas, especially in Alberta, you'll get very cold weather there. But
know
I
some-
have literally never seen a single car here that we have sold that comes with a block heater.
I know that some German cars have winter packages and it includes like windscreen wiper heater circuits and stuff so that they don't freeze on.
Subaru
No.
has those on a lot of their cars as an
Ah.
option.
That's
Oh, and yeah, the winter package will probably come with sealed windshield wipers so that the hinges in them can't get ice.
so small improvements.
Okay, what else do we have?
Can vanity plates have letters or only numbers?
Just numbers. But as we found out today, you can write things if you want with the numbers.
Yeah, using your
Nico.
supreme understanding of Japanese.
of the Japanese language. But now we don't have any more questions in the chat.
Okay, we're done.
Greg said
Whew.
got a hookup
Didn't
with a
stop working.
B-side label. I think we'd have to charge like 30,000 yen per sticker. Those
No, they're not
B-side,
that expensive.
whatever. The B-side label stickers aren't they like 800 to 1,500 yen each for like a decent sized one?
I think
B-side labels are
right.
really small,
The
right?
regular size ones, I think they sell for 700 yen or 800 yen.
That's a lot
Yeah, it is.
for a little one.
It's also most of them are also done by artists in the area of the B-side label shop, which I think is quite supportable.
What defines a person as an artist, Max?
I don't know.
Could you be an artist?
Yeah. Maybe I should go to
think
them and be like, hey, I have these
I'm
designs.
I'm an
Yeah,
artist.
cool JDM show.
And
Yeah.
I'm in your
Yeah.
area. Those are the only 2 requirements, aren't they?
Yep. I guess they still need to select if it's worth.
Yeah,
and the art on the B-side label stickers is pretty good. From what I've seen.
they do good work and good quality.
I'm so bummed out about my car. I was thinking about taking my secret car out and registering that
Oh.
because there's some other things about the Corolla I want to change too. Like I want to change the hood. There's some rust on the trunk, so I want to redo the trunk. I want to change the hood. I want to get that painted. I want to redo the bumpers because the chrome is peeling a little bit on them. I'd like to do the interior in black instead of the brown that it is right now. Just some small things. Get the heater working. That'd be nice.
Now you're back at the restoring cars thing. You always said you didn't want to spend money on cars, modifying
I
or
didn't.
repairing them.
No, I didn't say that.
Ah, okay.
That's not me.
I
Well,
like
you
that
did
you
good.
have that project now.
I want to make that one like a stock plus, right? So like I'm thinking I might want to do the brakes in a Willwood kit just to give me better braking, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Like I said, braking is so important in a car.
Question, did you ever get a 3D printer for the office?
We will never get a 3D printer for the office as long as Max works here.
Derek is
Aw.
allergic to fun.
Not
You
allergic
heard
to
it here
fun.
first.
No, I understand that if we get a 3D printer, then Max would be like, oh, let's use the 3D printer to make those sucker caps that you want.
No, we already
Greg
had a
just
talk
said
about
that.
this, and I suggested that that's not feasible in the amount of things that we need to
No,
print.
Greg said he will send an SVG. Now I don't know what an SVG is,
Sounds
but
pretty
I
good,
assume
though.
it's like
Sounds
a
like a
file
weapon, honestly.
yeah, probably a file that a 3D printer can read and then print the thing that Greg designed. Greg is very smart and did 3D things. He
But
said he
also-
made his own caps.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Remember how many plates we sold recently and how long it takes to print one?
Oh.
Do we
So
want
you're
to sit
saying the
here with the
3D
noise
printer
of
will
No,
be
we
like,
No. We would probably make like a sheet, like those old car models, right? Where you can pop them out,
yeah.
right? And then you can
maybe.
print like 8 or 10 at the same time. But anyways, the problem is that we get a 3D printer and then Max is going to have fun with it. And we're trying to limit the amount of fun Max can have.
Allergic to
yeah.
fun.
Like me, Max has ADHD and he won't be able to stop himself when something is fun and interesting.
Also, we don't have have space for a printer.
Yeah, we don't have space for anything. Yeah. We don't have even space for the people that are in here.
Plastic windows for a Lupo back there, a spoiler against
Yeah.
the wall.
There were
We got
fender liners in
calipers
there
for a
the other day.
Lupo over there. Yeah.
Well, if
Yep.
nobody has any more questions for us, we're going to have to leave.
Yep, I don't mind leaving.
Continue.
I mean, I
working.
love the show.
on
Don't get me
exporting.
I
wrong.
love hanging around with our homies and homettes. I don't know if any women watch the show.
So,
but
what do you
probably
think the
not.
chances are that I have to watch the show?
0.
I think absolutely 0.
I mean, there is a chance, but I know she didn't. Right?
How long have we been doing this? Like the trying to get her to watch the show. 5
Four?
episodes? 4 episodes?
4 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
You know, we never got chiffon cake.
Do you want chiffon cake?
I have go if you watch
You
the
might
show.
you might have to share it because every time that we go
Yeah.
there, there's only one left.
I haven't seen them for a while either.
Yeah, they're only at select 7-Elevens, but the chiffon cake's really good.
Yeah.
Max wants to get back to work. He wants to go find out which 3D printers are going to be.
No, I have a
Price
race
effective.
video to finish so that we can
Speaking
upload
of which,
that.
how are you? I wanted to talk about that on the show. How was the race video going? Because we did the voiceover last Friday.
Friday, yeah.
And then now it's Wednesday here.
Yep.
And so at what stage are you in that? Because I haven't even really asked you.
90%.
90%.
90%.
But that's excluded all of the export issues I always have.
Oh.
But
Yikes.
We
hope-
are an exporter. We cannot have export issues.
Good point.
Nice.
I will tell that DaVinci Resolve next time. I open
Please.
it. Well, I hope to have it done this week.
So maybe Friday.
Maybe Friday.
Maybe end of day Friday, our time.
Yes.
Okay.
Coming to you. 25
I'm looking
hours.
forward to seeing how that one comes together because I've only seen it with the fake voice in it, not with my voice yet. So I'm eager to find out what my voice adds to it, if anything, or takes away from it, honestly.
So you heard it here first. New video on the YouTube channel Drives Japan, sponsored by Pacific Coast. Or I should say funded by Pacific Coast.
Produced
Yes.
by Pacific Coast.
Will be dropping this week without fail.
Without
no
fail.
issues whatsoever.
No issues whatsoever, no.
So
Max
please,
loves overtime.
please expect a new video this week on the Drives Japan channel. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Find a friend, get them to subscribe.
And that video is the race number 6, right?
Yes.
So it's the endurance race. And in that one, it is... Should I give away a little hint?
Yeah, give people a little spoiler. These are the diehards. So.
Okay. So we're using the Mazda Roadster in that, Mazda Miata in that race, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the last time that we will consecutively use the Roadster.
Something happened.
Dun,
dun,
Not in race 6.
We use the car again, I think once more,
Uh-oh.
but it shows up in several other videos.
It kind of spawns its whole arc.
Yeah, a very long arc that
And
lasted
then
several years.
Within that arc, we have a video that's approximately an hour and 15 minutes long.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's the one that you put on and then you go to bed to make sure that we've got that retention rating.
Isn't that the
Yep.
Christmas video? You said you wanted to release that around Christmas as
That
like
would be kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Christmas
not going to
video.
be here for a while. Here's an hour video.
Yeah, watch it every day.
Yeah.
See,
for
people
Christmas.
are excited in the chat. So we leave it
Well-
at that, end the stream, and you gotta watch the video.
We're almost getting paid. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I checked the statistics. So you need to get 4,000 hours of view time on a channel before they start paying you. Before that, they put ads on it and they just take all of the money. And
Thanks.
so
200 hours away?
and we're, I think, less than 200 hours away now. So we're at like 3,800 something.
All right.
Yep.
Finally,
So
next
my job's
next
getting
video,
paid.
and we'll be monetized. Then we can start getting our $2
$1.50? Yeah.
Yes.
$2 per video that we put up.
Woo. I'm kidding.
Okay, that's going to be all for the show. This one's a little bit shorter than usual, but that's because we spoke faster today than we usually do.
It's not actually that much shorter, but
You know, I'm reminded of this from Grego and Nate. They said Moto Compo video when, and it is getting cooler now. It's not.
I was thinking the
40
same thing.
degrees.
We could probably do it anytime now.
Yeah.
So let's make plans for it quick because I
Yeah.
want to do that. Sounds like fun.
mm-hmm.
You guys
I
deserve
should go see
it.
if the bikes start up.
They don't. They also have little notes on them that say, "Is this junk?
Yeah,
Do
if
you
would
want
like
to
to throw
have?" Yeah.
your bike and notice it. And none of the other bikes in that area have
Yeah.
the notes on it. It's like somebody was spying them. Like, I wonder what they're doing with those bikes. Let's
Yeah.
quickly staple a note on
Yeah.
here if they want to get rid of their
Someone
bikes.
put one on my R1. Like,
Asshole.
yeah, but it's under a cover and everything, and the cover is completely covered in dirt because I don't ride it as nearly as much as I would like. But
Flyer Ninjas. Okay, that'll be the end of the show, everyone. Tune in again next week, and we are out now. Goodbye, everyone.
goodbye. That was long. I think the technical difficulties were perfect for engagement. The most comments we ever had. Was when, "That's not working. I can't